Okay, so in this video I'm going to take you through a sumo deadlift tutorial. This is different from the conventional deadlift. You're going to be taking a wider stance, a sumo stance, and you're going to also be, whereas the conventional deadlift, you're in this kind of position, you're in a big hip hinge position. In the sumo deadlift, you sink your hips lower, so it becomes more like a squat pattern than a hinge pattern. It brings the quads in more. A lot of people are much stronger in the sumo deadlift position, which is why a lot of power lifters use it, although that's not true for everyone. But it is a really useful technique for those of us who are exercising for health reasons and not for competition. It's a really useful technique for those of us with really short hamstrings who can't get into that hip hinge pattern very easily, or for very tall people that can't reach the bar and it brings them lower down towards the bar. Okay, so the setup, I'm going to show you first of all from the front and then from the side. He takes this wide position, this wide stance, and from here you're going to drop your hands down perpendicular to the floor, directly down from your shoulders. Your knees go out over the toes, okay, so you do need some adductor flexibility to do this. You grip the bar, usually using an overhand grip, although you can use a mixed grip as you go up to heavier weights. It's not necessary in the beginning. You want to sink your bum down and lift your chest up. We'll look at that from the side in a minute. You want to roll the barbell back towards your shins. And from here, you get like the conventional deadlift, you shave your shins and then you bring your hips towards the bar. So it looks like this, shaving the shins, hips towards the bar. Okay, you want to keep those knees out over the toes all the time. You don't want them falling in. Apart from anything else, it will get in the way of the barbell. So from a more side position, feet are nice and wide. And from here, you sink your bum down. So you see here, I'm at more of an angle to the floor. So it's different from, so it's more like a squat position, a 45-degree angle from the floor, rather than being a conventional deadlift pattern where I'm almost parallel to the floor. Okay, so hands down in between my legs, bum sinks down, chest comes up. I engage those lats and bring my shoulder blades down towards the opposite jean pocket. Okay, knees out over the toes. So bum's down, the back is still perfectly straight. I don't want to have any rounding in my back. It's perfectly straight, and then standing up, and then lowering the weights back down. So shaving the shins on the way up, and then hips towards the bar, and then back down. Okay, this is often used as like just a cool variation. Let's do a normal deadlift, let's do a sumo deadlift, but actually it's something that you should choose the deadlift based on either the deadlift pattern based on either your level or your mechanics, your body mechanics. Okay, so different deadlifts suit different people. So if you are somebody with really tight hamstrings, or if you're tall, or if you find the conventional deadlift really uncomfortable, you should give this a go. Or if you're really strong in a squat, you should give this a go. It's a really nice variation. So that was a sumo deadlift.